Good afternoon, everyone. My name is S. Vishnuvardhan, working as a Government Polytechnic lecturer in Mechanical Department. My subject is Manufacturing Technology. Manufacturing Technology for diploma candidates. Subject code M405C. M405C. Today topic is chapter name is process finishing processes. In this topic, electroplating process. Based on electroplating process, and first one is the electroplating is the most popular means of applying metallic coatings. In all electroplating process, a protective coating is applied by electrolysis action. Electroplating is the process that uses electrical current to reduce dissolved metal fraction so that they form a coherent metal coating on electrode. This is the electroplating of copper figure. The common metal deposited in electroplating are copper, nickel, chromium, cadmium, gold, silver, tin, and zinc. A high accuracy of coating thickness can be readily obtained by controlling the voltage, current density, time of deposition, composition, and the temperature of electrolyte. This is the electroplate. What you need for this? All you need is copper sulfate, copper plate, some etc. nickel, chromium, cadmium, gold, silver, tin, and zinc. This is the models: a beaker, battery, and water. How electro deposition works? Cathode: the metal to be plated by another metal. Anode: the metal to be plated on cathode. Electrolyte: conducting solution containing metal ions in which anode and cathode are placed. Power source supplies a DC, means direct current, to the anode and oxide. The metal atoms which dissolve in the solution. The principle of theory electroplating is based on the Faraday's laws of electrolyte. The principle of electroplating is that direct current is passed through electrolyte solution containing the metallic salts, causes the metallic elements to separate from the solution and are migrated to the cathode. Workpiece: forming a deposit of pure metal, the particles from the anode plating metal pass into the solution to maintain the concentration of electrolyte. In the process of electroplating, before electroplating, the work surface must be finished. To remove scratches and uneven surfaces and cleaned in a suitable cleaning solution to remove all grease, dirt, and finally rinsed in clean water and dried. And the principle of electroplating, silver plate as shown in figure, anode terminal is connected to oxidation and the cathode terminal is connected to reduction process. It is the fill a electrolyte means metal cations, and this cathode terminal and anode terminal is connected to the DC current. Then it is a four essential elements of electroplating or the cathode, anode, electrolyte, and a direct current at voltage 6 to 24 volts. The article to be plated is made cathode in an electrolytic cell and is connected to negative terminal of DC source. The pure metal which is being deposited is made anode and is connected to positive terminal of the source. But chromium plating makes use of inert anode means antimonial lead during the operation. The electrolyte is conductive, containing molten salts of the depositing metal. A direct current applied across the terminals causes the metal particles, that is the positive ions, to leave the solution and plate the cathode. The particles migrate to the cathode means workpiece, forming a deposit of pure metal, while anode gradually dissolves and maintain the concentration of the metal in the electrolyte as it is deposited on the particle forming the cathode. This is the ions travels on the electrical current to the cathode where reduction gain of electrons happens, plating the copper ions into the key. This is the examples of ornaments, examples of electroplating. Many metal can be coated like this, models, ornaments, and this is also coins, electroplating processes. Use of electroplating by making a automobile parts, airlines, electrons, jewelries, some etc. rings. The other uses including the to give a metal objects a better appearance and attraction, such as jewelry, trophies, medals are coated with gold, silver, brass, and rhodium To protect metal objects from corrosion or rust. Example, iron plates used in ships which remains in contact with seawater or plated with zinc to prevent corrosion. More uses, that is the copper wires, automobile, vehicle, car, door, lock door, and automobile parts to obtain desired surfaces properties such as smoothness and uniform surface finishing for the product. To reduce friction, nickel coating for connectors and increase conductivity. And applications of metal coating: plating for plating is used for protecting metals and for improving their appearance. Chromium plating is widely used because of its appearance and its resistance to corrosion and wear. The details of coating with their application are given below table. The electrolyte used in each case is indicated within the brackets. All metals can be electroplated to a maximum thickness of about 0.5 mm. Complex shapes may have varying plating thickness. Plating imparts resistance to wear and corrosion, high electrical conductivity, and better relativity. The advantage of electroplating is that parts to be coated may be simple or complex, and the size is not a limitations. It is used for protecting metals and for improving their appearance. Chrome plating is widely used because of its appearance and its resistance to corrosion and wear. All metals can be electroplated to a maximum thickness of about 0.05 mm. High electrical conductivity and better relativity. Simple or complex, size is not a limitation. In the table, metal coating one side and other side is the important application. First one is the chromium, in brackets chromic acid with some sulfuric acid. Application: decoration of over nickel coatings, industrial applications, means gauges, taps, shops, shaft, etc. Copper, copper sulfate. It is a code for plating nickel on steel or metal coloring. Next one is the nickel, nickel sulfate. Protection and decoration of steel. Silver, silver nitrate. Plating blade contacts and high quality. 10. 10 means it is a composition of the alkali or acid solution in the metal coating process, that is the protection of steel from food acids. It is a application of processing. Zinc. Zinc means it is a cyanide solution or acid. Zinc decoration and protection of steel. Next one is the hot dipping. Hot dipping is the process of coating the base metal by dipping it in a molten metal bath. In hot dip method, the plating material is the first heated heated to molten state before hot dipping. The work must be properly cleaned, degreased, pickled in dilute acid, rinsed, and dried. The object is then dipped into flux. The fluxing cleans the base metal and prevents its oxidation as it enters the molten bath. Fluxing also assists the formation of good bond between the coating and the base metal. Methods of hot dipping. Next topic. This is the following hot dipping methods are most commonly employed for coating iron and steel. First one is the galvanizing, second one is the tin coating, and third one is the parkerizing. And first one is the galvanizing. It is the process of producing the zinc coating on iron or steel by hot dipping, that is the by impression of iron or steel particles in molten bath of zinc. Galvanizing, as it is most commonly called in the industry, it is the process of applying a protective zinc coating to steel or iron to prevent rusting, means it protect a corrosion. The most common method is hot dip galvanizing, in which parts are submerged in a bath of molten zinc. In galvanizing, the producing galvanizing is the process of producing the zinc coating on iron or steel by hot dipping, that by immersion of iron or steel articles articles in molten bath of zinc. For galvanizing, the work surface must be cleaned by pickling and fluxing. By immersing the material in a solution of zinc chloride, the flux prevents the oxidation of surface and assists the formation of good bond between the coating and base metal. After cleaning, the articles are dipped in a bath of molten zinc maintained at about 450 degree centigrade. In galvanizing, the zinc coating results due to due to tendency of the molten zinc to diffuse into the base metal. The time and temperature of dipping controls the character and thickness of coating layer. The usual coating thickness of galvanized sheets varies from 0.025 to 0.3 m. At higher temperature, diffusion rate is high, and long time in molten zinc increase the hardness and brittleness of coating layer and causes subsequent difficulty in bending and forming of the final product. Galvanizing is a popular method of protecting steel sheets and formed products from atmosphere corrosion. The parts with galvanized coating of 0.01 mm will give a life of over 15 years. Galvanizing protects it is forms of coating zinc which when intact prevents corrosive substance from reaching the underlying steel or iron. This zinc serves as a sacrificial anode so that even if the coating is scratched, the exposed steel will still be protected by the remaining zinc. The zinc protects its base metal by corroding before iron. For better results, application of chromates over zinc is also seen as an industrial trend. Zinc protects its base metal by corroding before iron. For better results, applications. Hot dip galvanizing deposits a thick, robust layer of zinc iron alloys on the surface of steel item. In the case of automobile bodies, where additional decorative coating of paint will be applied, where additional decorative coating of paint it is a thinner from a galvanizing is applied by electro galvanizing. Hot dip process generally does not reduce strength on a measurable scale with exception of zinc serves as a sacrificial anode so that even if the coating is scratched, the exposed steel will still be protected by the remaining zinc. For better results, applications of chromides over zinc is also seen as an industrial trend. Zinc protects the base metal. Zinc protects the base metal by corroding before iron. For better results, applications. Hot dip galvanizing deposits a thick, robust layer of zinc iron alloys on the surface of a steel item. In the case of automobile bodies, where additional decorative coating of paint will be applied, a thinner form of galvanizing is applied by electro galvanizing. The hot dip process generally does not reduce strength a measurable scale with exception of high strength steels where hydrogen brittlement can become a problem. This deficiency is a consideration affecting the manufacture of wire, rope, and other highly stressed products. The production of provided by hot dipping galvanizing is insufficient for products that will constantly exposed to corrosive material such as acids, including acid rain in outdoor uses. For these application, more expensive stainless steel is preferred, some nail made. Today, our galvanized non-displaced electroplating is used on its own for many outdoor applications because it is a very cheap cost than hot dip zinc coating and looks good. Another reason not to use hot dip zinc coating is that for bolts and nuts of size M10 metric thread 10 US 3 by 8 inches or smaller, the thick hot dipped coating fills in too much of the threads which reduce strength reduce strength because the dimension of the steel prior to coating must be reduced for the fastener to fit together. This means that for cars, automobile parts, vehicles, and many other light mechanical products, the practical alternative to electroplating bolts and nuts in not hot to dip zinc coating but making the fastener from stainless steel. The size of crystallites in galvanized coating is a visible and aesthetic feature known as spangle. By varying the number of particles added for heterogeneous nucleation and the rate of cooling in hot dip process, the spangle can be adjusted from an apparently uniform surface in brackets crystallites too small to see with the naked eye naked eye to gain two grains several centimeters wide. Visible crystallites are rare in other engineering materials even though they are usually present. These parts the most common for galvanized metal and hundreds of thousands of tons of steel products are galvanized annually worldwide. In developed countries, most large cities have aerial galvanizing factories and many items of steel manufactured or galvanized for production. And next one is the tin coating. Tin coating is generally applied for sheet steel by hot dipping. Tin coated sheet usually referred as tin plate. It is used for food package container. The tin coating on steel tin plate provides good corrosion resistance as long as coating in is intact. For tin coating, the sheet steel is a first cleaned and passed into both bath of molten tin maintained at a temperature of 315 degrees centigrade. A thin layer of coating about 0.0025 mm is produced on sheet steel. Tin coating requires rigid quality control with the critical surface inspection of the final coating. This the tin coating is employed for can for food, kitchen utensils, copper wires, tubes, and refrigerators is the applications. It is a tin coating is a example for cathodic coating. It is the process of coating of vanadium over ferrous or steel articles by immersing it is in molten vanadium. The process consists in first treating the iron sheet with the H2SO4 to remove any oxide film. After this, it is passed through the bath of zinc coating flux, which helps the molten vanadium to adhere to the metal sheet. Next, the sheet passes through palm oil, which prevents through the pair of hot rollers to remove excess of vanadium and produce uniform thickness of coating. Applications of tin coating. It is used for coating steel, copper, and brass sheets, which are used for making food containers. For storage of food, stores, oils, kerosene, and packing food materials. Tin is a copper sheets are used for making cooking utensils, refrigerator, tubes, copper wire tubes, etc. Next one is the parkerizing. Parkerizing is the process of provide phosphate coating on work surface by hot dipping the phosphate coating on iron and steel serves as a base for enamel and paints. Enamel and paints. It is the component must be degreased, cleaned from rust and scale, and then dipped in a solution of manganese dihydrogen phosphate maintained at a temperature of 90 degrees centigrade. The the components are held for about 45 minutes. During this period, the solution decomposes and phosphate separates out and forms a thick layer on the steel components. Phosphate coating provides reasonable corrosion protection. For good appearance and fine finish, it is necessary to apply organic coating. The applications of parkerizing phosphate coating are widely employed on industrial appliances such as automobile parts, washing machines, refrigerators to prepare their surface to receive an organic finish coating. And next topic is the anodizing. Anodizing is the process of producing oxide film on aluminum bars. It is used on aluminum both for decoration and for protection. Protection of the base metal. The articles to be anodized. Anodized or first cleaned properly. The film is produced by electrochemical reaction. The aluminum workpiece is made anode and cathode is made of either lead or graphite. For anodizing, sulfuric acid is mostly used as electrolyte and the process may be carried with AC or DC. In DC is generally employed as it generates a coating that has deeper penetration. A current is passed through electrolyte. Oxygen is liberated at the surface of the workpiece anode and immediately combines with it to form the oxide film. The thickness of the oxide film increases with the current density and with lowering of the temperature of the solution. At an optimum temperature of 3 degrees centigrade, a very hard film of about 0.15 mm thickness is produced. Above 30 degrees centigrade of no anodizing will take place because sulfuric acid will dissolve and oxide as shown as it is produced at 20 degrees centigrade. An oxide film of 0.01 mm thickness is produced. Anodized coating are generally produced on non-ferrous metals like aluminum, zinc, magnesium and their alloys by anodic oxidation process. In this process, the base metal is made as anode and cathode and inert electrode like graphite. The electrolyte bath is usually of H2SO4, chromic acid, boric acid, phosphoric acid, oxalic acid, etc. The base metal to be anodized is suspended from the anode. The process is carried out by passing a moderate direct current through a electrolyte path. As the anodized coating are somewhat thicker than the natural oxide film and they are possess improved resistance to corrosion. Anodizing aluminum has gained considerable commercial importance. Aluminum coated surface require oxidation to convert the metal to its inert oxide. Anodizing on aluminum is carried out by the electrolytic process. Next one is the metal spraying. Metal spraying is a process the coating metal in the molten state is sprayed on the previously cleaned base metal with the help of sprayer. The sprayer coating are continuous but somewhat porous. A sealer oil is applied on such a coating to provide a smooth surface. However, however, adhesion strength of metal spraying is usually lesser that obtained by hot dipping or electroplating. It is therefore essential to have a cleaned metal surface. Spraying can be applied by the following techniques. Metal spraying or metallizing is used to furnish a protective coating on base metal. In this method, the surface of metal is coated with finely divided particles of metals for spraying. The surface is prepared and then the molten metal is sprayed on the work surface. The work surface is finished with suitable techniques, that is the wire method and powder method. First one is the wire method. In wire method, the coating material is in the form of wires. It is melted by means of oxyacetylene flame. The molten metal is fully atomized by using compressed air, and atomized molten metal sprays is protected onto a prepared work surface to form adherent coating. As shown in the metal is less expensive in wire form. It is more readily available and easily handled. However, it requires gates to feed the wire through the tip into the flame as fast as it melts. With this method, the coating may be applied successfully not only to metal but also to glass, wood, asbestos, and certain plastics. In this method, the coating metal is the form of a thin wire is melted by an oxyacetylene flame and vaporized by blast of compressed air. The coating metal adheres to the base metal. Aluminum is coated on aircraft steel parts using these techniques. This is the wire method, and I will discuss next class powder method. Thank you.